What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to our FIFA 21 career mode with the mighty Boro. And today, the Champions League continues as we head to who I believe are favourites to win our group, and that is Dortmund, a team who I would 100% go to and would see as a career mode team. After Boro possibly, conquering Bayern in the Bundesliga, winning the domestic treble, maybe winning the Champions League with Dortmund. They've got some incredible players. We're going to be going to the Yellow Wall in this very episode, to their stadium. We're going to see their fans, the atmosphere, everything about Dortmund. It's just going to be incredible. And we do go in as the group leaders currently, as we beat Ajax on the opening night. Dortmund could only draw against Celtic, which is a bit of a surprise. So it could be a massive result for us if we could get something away to Dortmund. Obviously, I know there's still a long way to go in the group, but if we can get a little bit of a head start on them, that would be a big help. But as well as that, the Premier League continues as well. We've got a time-teased derby straight afterwards away to Newcastle, and then after a brief break, we then host Tottenham in the league. So, yeah, some very, very tough fixtures coming up. Of course, the Premier League we're doing well in too, but, look at this for a fixture. Who'd have thought it? Let's head to Dortmund for another group game in the Champions League. So the team for us then, it's not 100% fit across the board, but it's fit enough to go in this huge game. We've got, obviously, the usual back four. Gibson isn't 100%, but he will start. I don't think Spence is either. Oh, no, he is. Spence is actually is looking quite good. But across the board, everyone is near enough fully fit. There's a couple who are one or two ratings off, Carrera especially, but I feel like he has to start when he's fit enough. All I'm saying, look at that Dortmund team. Oh, God. A back three, which is by Lindelof. They're trying to recreate the Man United back centre-back pairing with Meunier. They've got Kante as the CDM, Keita, Sancho, Depay, and Erling Haaland. Holy crap. This is going to be fun.
Anywhere in the football world, we're at the home of Borussia Dortmund. I'm Derek Ray, joined by Middlesbrough.
Well, the visitors with a great win at home.
Never does that theme get tiring. Goosebumps. You look at the Yellow Wall there, Dortmund's incredible stadium, and that incredible lineup. What I think we can look at, though, is if Sancho and Guerrero get caught forward, there is an opportunity for us on the counter-attack, but you've got to have a special team of their own. And of course, Jude Bellingham returning to his old club, as is Giovanni Reina. So two former Dortmund boys in the squad. One of them starting for us. But it was epic with our first Champions League game being at home. But these are the games you look forward to in a tournament like this, when you get to head to teams with players like this. Some of the world's most famous stadiums and atmospheres and fans. I'm sure this would be a game that in real life Boro fans would just, they'd love it. They would certainly give the Yellow Wall and the Dortmund fans a run for their money when it comes to volume. And already Depay is giving our defence a run for their money as Ben Gibson gets a good block on that. Spence looking to just loop one over the top, and that's worked out quite nicely here. And here's Hudson-Odoi. Cross comes in, and we have a corner.
Corner kick it'll be. Well, he's featured on the back pages of quite a few newspapers in recent days, playing against his old club, and I wonder what's going through his mind, Lee.
Well, Derek, whilst the occasion for him is a nice one, and there'll be lots of smiley faces surrounding you.
Can hear the Boro fans making their voices heard. Hudson-Odoi crosses it in. Rice with a header! And, well, that might have got a deflection. I think it did. That was mighty close. Look at all the Boro fans in that far corner. Absolutely packing it out. Phil Foden will take the corner from the left now. Looks for Origi. Oh, comes back out to Felix Correa, who bends one off the bar. We've struck the woodwork. And Tomori with some really good pressing. But Felix Correa already causing Dortmund problems, rattling the crossbar. What a start we've made here. Kante back to Brandt. Here's Guerrero.
This attack looks highly promising.
Nodded on. Here's Erling Haaland. They've got men on the overlap. Depay is one of them. He's opted to play it wide. Back in to Depay. Oh, Tomori and Gibson are in each other's way. Erling Haaland forces a save from Henderson as there was a mix-up at the back there. Two Boro defenders just in each other's way. You'd expect Haaland to score from there, really. That could have been incredibly costly. Wasn't really a mistake. It was just two players getting in each other's way. But on the overlap, Dortmund have so many men forward. You can see why they're so dangerous. Sancho. Probing on the edge of the area. Brandt plays it in and Haaland scores. Cannot give him a chance in the box. Thought Rice was close enough to Brandt here, but clever bit of footwork, plays it in, and I don't know why Gibbo was so far in front of Erling Haaland there. Chance, you're not going to get away with giving him two. Haaland. Brandt, they are throwing men forward here. What a move this has been from Dortmund. And what a save from Henderson. Looked like a... Well, it wasn't a pass. I can see why that would have been interpreted as a pass back. But it wasn't. And they look like they're going to score every time they go forward. Just the way they play football. It's really dangerous, although Foden's in behind here. But the cross isn't good enough. Keita, great ball forward to Sancho. Gibbo is across to meet him. Ball in field to Keita. Oh, and Tomori had to be in the right place at the right time there. Just carry the ball out. And look at Foden. Look at Phil Foden. He's in acres of space here. Phil Foden is in. Oh, what a save. Should score. Has to score from there, Foden. The first time we've been in on goal. And Foden has to score. What a huge...
for his contribution up to this point, Lee.
Well, Derek, it certainly was.
They're so quick and swift going forward. The attacking play is so slick. Spence is held off. Comes out to Depay and another shot that is saved from Henderson, who's been busy. It has to be said. Can we maybe catch Dortmund called with a bit of room in behind. Bellingham up against Sancho.
Predicting a cracker there. Both teams will
Ball into Correa isn't the best. Correa does well to hold on to it. Foden with a good turn. Foden with a strike. It's blocked. Hudson-Odoi. And Dortmund look to get it away.
Guerrero. Well, keeping hold of the ball is what it's all about for them.
What a ball that is from Brandt. Here's Sancho. Haven't seen too much of him, in fairness.
And space to cross it.
But I don't want to speak too soon. Plays the ball inwards.
Now with
Keita, good interplay again. What a ball into Haaland. What a goal from Dortmund.
for himself.
What a goal from Dortmund that is. That is some of the slickest football I think I've seen from the AI. Great play between Keita and Sancho. That ball in. I just said he's not been in the game. And I absolutely was made to eat my words. And well, Heartland, cool as you like.
Well, they've been poor all day, Derek. And
Our trip to Dortmund isn't working out as well as we would have liked. And that man, what a surprise, has a brace.
And given away.
Spence gets lucky there with that, falling back to him. Ball in. Origi heads it. Oh, and Origi didn't catch it well. The defender almost carried it in. As it come off him and into the goalkeeper's arms. That's one of the first crosses that seems to have actually worked out and got us in a good position. Foden, though, leaves it for Bellingham, who tries to bend one into the corner, and that, I think, was dipping in.
That will be a corner.
Oh, look at that. Origi was in a great position, but that was going in the top corner. The keeper makes another save. Hudson-Odoi then with a corner.
And he's fired over the corner.
Keeper comes out and punches.
Fisted away.
Comes out to Correa. Correa gets the shot off and just gets under it.
A lot of work ahead of them here.
Well, he'd probably surprised if he scored from there, but it is worth an effort.
Saw the lights at the top corner. It wasn't a million miles away.
Declan Rice.
There's Danny Ings. Lovely play from Ings. Skips past one. Skips past two. What a run this has been from Ings. Origi tries to play it back to him. And maybe we should have shot with Ings. Or with Origi.
Lindelöf.
Great play, though, from Danny Ings.
Almost weighing up the opposition with a string of neat passes. N'Golo Conte.
We might have been trying to be too cute. But here they go with all the yellow shirts forward. But
Well, it was
good
a
tackle.
looking move, but alas, no.
Correa. Origi. Once again, great play from Danny Ings. Fantastic play from Ings. And Hudson-Odoi gets a goal back.
Still plenty of life in this match.
And you've got to say we've deserved something.
Well, it is
Ings has been tremendous since he's come on.
but I prefer to be positive.
And finally,
Good build-up.
we've put a chance away.
Well, the goal again.
We've missed a couple that we wouldn't normally. We've hit the bar. Who gives us a lifeline. Him himself has already got 3 goals in 2 Champions League games.
So there we have it. 2-1.
Here's Haaland. Gibbo's shadowing him. Oh, and Gibbo's done unbelievably well there. And Correa has won the ball high up the pitch again. Last time he did that, it resulted in a goal.
Options in the
Ball in. Hudson-Odoi's there again. Oh, what a save from the keeper.
piece of defending.
That's the second world-class save he's made.
Origi.
He really has pulled out some incredible saves in this game. Origi with a shot too. As we are knocking on the door. But another incredible save. Or was it another chance that we've absolutely bottled? Maybe.
So
And,
to make a
well, there might be a story here.
juncture.
Because coming on for the last 10 minutes against his old club. in a do. Both the former Dortmund boys are on. Hudson. Not a good corner, in all honesty. Sancho beats Spence to it. Haaland to hold it up. Here's Depay. A Dortmund gunner finish us off. Ball over the top. Easy for Tomori to control. Bellingham does well second time around. Origi holds it up. Declan Rice back to Origi. Origi. Here's Danny Ings. Is he onside? Oh, what defending that is. Just about to square it back to Origi, as I could see Ings didn't quite have the pace, but can't remember. I think it was Meunier with some unbelievable pace to stop a huge opportunity. Bellingham, though, wins that. We've really started to boss the midfield in this second half. Bellingham. Origi. Ings, once again. The Dortmund defence is strong, and that could be it. Coulson hoofing it back up the pitch, but that will be it. Our first defeat all season, and our first defeat in the Champions League. The other day we might have got something, but we have lost away to Dortmund. Well, I enjoyed that game. I really, really enjoyed it. It's just a shame, really, that we come out on the losing side. Foden's come in with the usual. I'm not happy. I was subbed off. I decided to make the decision, bring two strikers on. To be fair, bringing on Ings made the difference. He got us that. Was a big part in getting us that first goal. But you think of Foden's chance in the first half. Hudson-Odoi had one saved. We've also hit the bar. Yeah, on another day we might have got something from that game, but unfortunately not. And Dortmund will take top spot in the group. Elsewhere, Ajax beat Celtic. So a complete mix of results then from the first round. Ajax have turned a defeat around with a loss. We've had a win and then a loss. Dortmund have went from a draw to a win, and Celtic have went from a draw to a loss, so all to play for in this group. Dortmund top it. We have Ajax now just behind us on goal difference, as we now, next up, will host Celtic in a couple of episodes' time. But anyway, back to the bread and butter, and that is the Premier League. Started quite well, fourth at the moment. We have drew a couple of games, has to be said. I think we've drawn our last two against Crystal Palace and Chelsea. The Crystal Palace one was especially tough, but yeah, we've got Newcastle in the derby. We've never lost to Newcastle. There's some famous last words for you. And unlike last season, they've not had the best of starts. 15th currently, although they are they're the worst of a very tight mid-table pack, as, like I say, the bottom four are completely cut off from the rest. Let's head to the derby. So not much of a different team in the derby. A lot of the players have recovered quite nicely for this one. Ben Gibson is the only real casualty, as he's nowhere near fit and has to, he basically sits out the entire thing with Dale Fry coming in on the bench. Mackinnon I've picked to start alongside Tomori, who's recovered well. Everyone else keeps their place other than Correa, who also isn't 100%. So we've decided to start Giovanni Reina and promote Nathan Wills on to the bench. But yeah, it's always a great game. The derby, we always do pretty well in them. So yeah, we drew two in a row, so it'd be nice to get back to winning ways. Here's Hayden. Dolberg. Good build up this from Newcastle. Manquillo. Good ball in, and Dolberg with the header. And it seemed to go in slow motion there as he caught it well. Oh, well, didn't catch it too well. In fact, Henderson was rooted to his spot, and part of me thought, is that going to nestle in the corner? But it was quite far wide in the end.
Passing possibilities.
Good play between Foden and Hudson-Odoi.
And Bellingham.
Bellingham. Lovely play on the edge of the area from Bellingham. The shot is saved and,
How marginal was that?
well,
The flag is raised.
Origi's been flagged for offside. Did it take a deflection? Well, maybe it did. I'm going to say it looked like it ended up being a weak save by the goalkeeper. Maybe Bellingham's shot might have been heading in but was blocked by his own teammate. Who knows what happened there. Anyway, here come Newcastle again with Wilson.
Might be through here.
Coulson standing up well.
On with that challenge. Foden.
What a ball that's ended up being to Foden. Oh, and then Bellingham losing it.
Lost possession.
Rice with a great challenge though. And then Coulson gives it straight back. Then wins it straight back. And then Reina with a heavy touch. It's been such a scrappy game, this. Neither team can keep hold of the ball, although Newcastle are in the box here. They've squared it. And Longstaff has tapped it in.
Efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebration.
Free in the box. With the easiest of finishes. And I mean, that bit of play there summed it up.
Done really well to get his head up.
It's been such an awful, scrappy game.
To what amounts to a single
And
tackle.
Tamori should have been a lot closer
2-3-1.
to Longstaff. It's been a pretty terrible game of football.
They just need to keep their composure now. This is
But we're behind in the derby. And we've got a bit of work to do.
So Boro restart the game. A wake-up call for their players, perhaps. Can they find a response? Foden.
the visitors' possession stats are brilliant. After that,
Foden.
it's been a little bit disappointing. Creativity in midfield.
Bellingham.
For goal!
Oh, and Bellingham!
Oh, yes!
Well, it's bounced in
Out of that moment.
and back out again. But I think goal line technology
Perfectly.
is going to prove that he's just scored a screamer. In off the bar, back out again, and goal line technology will confirm
Perfection. Lee, let's have a
that
look.
Bellingham has just
His technology
Wasn't
sure at first. We can clearly see the whole of the ball over the line.
Oh yeah, you see there as it jolts back, the ball was over the line. What a response. What a strike from Bellingham. And it's always dramatic when they're going off the bar, especially when they come back out again.
Even Steven.
Thank goodness for goal line technology. It's one each.
Chance to attack using width. Harry Wilson. It's with Isaac Hayden.
Hayden, what a ball over the top that is. Here's Harry Wilson.
Behind the defence.
Sacco. Well, Coulson's getting the runaround
Attack here.
in this game so far, it has to be said.
Chance to cross.
Wilson beating Reina with ease. Dolberg's the wrong side of Mackinnon. Save! But the rebound is tapped in.
And the second.
And our defence
But the keeper.
is an absolute mess. An absolute mess. As
Well, here's the replay. And it's exactly
Reina was beaten too easy. Coulson was beaten too easy. The shot was saved.
the keeper.
And it was straight into the path of St. Maximin.
Exactly what happens. Good goal.
And despite equalising pretty quickly, we threw it all away.
Well, the manager's showing
And we're behind again.
frustration. They need to improve if they're going to get something out of this game, Derek.
Now, what on earth happened there?
Good throw-in, read by Spence there. Hudson-Odoi will carry it away. Hudson-Odoi with a great run, and what a ball this is here. Divock Origi is in behind, but what a save.
Terrific stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Dubravka with a great save as the angle was a little bit tight.
Fantastic.
Still expect Origi to score. What a save that is. That could have been a big opportunity.
3-1. Thanks as ever for the update, Alan.
All Newcastle are doing at the minute is just playing long diagonals in behind our fullbacks to hope that one of their wingers gets on the end of it. But the ball just keeps going out of play and just keeps allowing us to get another wave of attacks going. We've got two strikers up. Spence with a good ball in, but once again, Dubravka has been equal to everything we threw at them in this game. Here they go again, looking to just get the ball out wide.
They just need to keep their concentration and the game should be theirs.
Tamori does well there. Spence. Can we rescue something from the derby here? Origi. Danny Ings, fresh legs, skips away from the defender and once again forcing a save from Dubravka. I mean, it was straight at him, but the power behind the shot caused the save. I think I need to stop speaking. I said in the last game, Sancho's hardly been in the game. He then sets a goal up. I said we've never lost to Newcastle, and look what's happening.
A goal has been scored at St. Mary.
Wills, and once again, there is Dubravka, who has threw himself at everything.
Bellingham.
What a great ball back in, though, that is from Tamori, and the ball's nicked off of Bellingham.
Well, we're sorry for interrupting you there, Alan. To clarify, Southampton did score in that match, and the match is level at 1-1.
There they are, playing it in behind. This time they have found St. Maximin, who, no surprise, will just want to keep the ball. Bellingham, though, with a fantastic challenge. Ings, here's Wills. He's got fresh legs, charging down the right-hand side. Nathan Wills. Hudson-Odoi cannot get through. Sort of counter-attacking position where we normally are really, really effective from. Won the ball back there, though. Ings. Origi, oh, what a turn from Divock Origi! And he does finish! Newcastle drop to their knees. Screw taking the ball back to the centre spot. We're going to celebrate this equaliser. The Newcastle back line, their legs look tired. To turn, stop in essence, and just pick his spot. That's where you need a good finisher who has the composure to put it right in that far corner and beat a goalkeeper who's been on top form. Our top scorer saves us once again. And there's still a little bit of time remaining. Don't think we'll see a winner. But stranger things have happened as we are into the final minute. That looks like it's too long, and I think that's Newcastle putting the ball out and hoping for the final whistle. This will be a bigger point for them than it will be for us. And that will be that. So a third successive draw in the league. And you've got to say, another 2 points dropped. At least we draw with, yeah, two really poor goals that we conceded. So then, a third draw in a row. Not good if we want to stay near the top end of the table. We are still in the top four, but it is 3 successive draws. And a couple of goals conceded, which, yeah, weren't great. Manchester City have really hit form now after what they might consider a slow start. They're back to the top of the league. Chelsea, though, could retake that position if they win their game in hand. Southampton are still above us in third. However, we've got Liverpool right behind us as well as Arsenal. So Early doors, of course, but yeah, I guess it's better to draw them games than lose them. But the three of the 4 games we have drew have been Watford, Newcastle, and Crystal Palace. So they're not the games you really want to be drawing. Chelsea did not do anything, I don't think, in their game in hand. Did they lose? They did. They were beaten by Tottenham. So Chelsea remain in 3rd and within touching distance of us. Tottenham, who we've got next, haven't had a great start themselves at all. They did lose a lot of big players, though, in the summer, if you remember. Anyway, scout report available. We want to bring in as many youngsters as possible, of course, when they're scouted. Matthew Fowler, not quite the potential we're looking for. So I'm not sure on that one. Austin Rutherford, terrible. Another Matthew. Lots of Matthews. Matthew Wheatley, terrible. Adam Bauman, terrible. Bobby Farmer, what a name. Terrible. Leon Waters, terrible. Oh my days. There we go. Gabriel Coleman. He looks interesting. He looks very interesting. We'll definitely keep scouting him. 15. Marcus Skinner, we'll keep him. Hugo Greenwood, we'll keep him. Sean Townsend, terrible. Reece Morgan, okay. And Jake Moss, terrible. But yeah, the academy got some good players who've just come in. Bit unsure on this Matthew Fowler, but we'll think on that. Anyhow, let's head to the final game of the episode. One that we could do with winning, to be fair. It's Tottenham at home. So then another slight change with the team at home to Tottenham. We do have the Celtic game straight afterwards, but I made a couple of changes. The back four is back to being fully fit once again. I think I'd rather have a fully fit team in this game than the one at Celtic, so I've opted to put our best defence in. Declan Rice is as normal with McNair coming in. I've decided to see what Bellingham is like as a cam. He can play there, I believe. Or when I do quick subs and stuff, there's the option for him to play there. But I want to test it out to see what he's like in that position. Because he has the pace, he has the shot, he has the passing ability, he has the acceleration. So I don't know why he isn't ready-made for that position. Hudson-Odoi, Correa and Origi are the front three, with Foden dropping to the bench, who's now 86 rated. 86 rated. Incredible. Look at his stats. What a player we have on our hands. Anyway, Tottenham, if he starts the season, it's got to be said, their team still looks very, very strong. So we're going to have to see how this goes.
Son. Oh, lovely ball.
Son playing over the top to Bergwijn. It's a good job. Spencer's got the pace to cut off any attempted running behind.
Rodri.
Good ball into Rodri though. Tomori stands up really well and then loses out. And surprised to see Harry Kane snatch at that, as he did, straight at Dean Henderson. Bellingham. Lovely ball to Origi. Tries to play back to Bellingham, can't quite get it to him. McNair though does find Origi, and Origi finds the top corner. You can't get a more accurate finish than that. And he's firing his way to a possible second golden boot in a row if he keeps going like this. Lovely play on the edge of the area. McNair with a lovely ball, and well, it looked like it was right in the top corner. It wasn't in essence, but another brilliant strike from Origi with good patient build-up from us. We picked the right pass, and Origi puts us in front.
Even Bergwijn.
Tottenham really controlling possession, but they have to create more. They have to be more positive. The final third play is
Hudson-Odoi.
too predictable.
Well, look at the burst of pace through the middle. It's absolutely caught Tottenham off guard, and Origi has to score.
Well, high five.
What a save.
Goalkeeper, absolutely.
Although it was straight at Hugo Lloris. Hudson-Odoi's burst of pace through the middle seemed to cause Tottenham all sorts of problems. But we should be 2-0 up. Origi should be scoring from there.
Well, how often do we say this? Son.
Kane and Son combining incredibly well here. Harry Kane is in! But as has been the way in this game, Dean Henderson is equal to his every shot. I think Tomori played a part in putting Kane off best he could, plus it was his weaker foot. Had that been Harry Kane free in the box with his right, that'd have been a goal, I'm sure.
So the corner played into the box.
Oh, and that's another save from Henderson, an incredible hand. He sort of came out and then didn't. I mean, this was point blank. Harry Kane just cannot get past him today, as Tottenham have started the second half very well. Spence finds Origi. Good play between him, Bellingham. Back to Divock Origi. He could double the lead here, and he does. And Origi puts vital space between us and Tottenham with another shot, which Lloris can get nowhere near. Lovely play between him and Bellingham in that cam position. Deadly finish from Origi, to which one. And that second goal could be huge, as Tottenham have knocked on the door and have came very close to equalising. That just gives us a little bit of breathing space. 2-0.
Second goal for them here. Zule. It's with Bergwijn.
Here's Son.
McTominay.
Through to Harry Kane, and once again. How many times? I mean, he went with his left foot. Not for the first time. Don't know why he didn't let it run across his body onto his right. He'd have had more space, more time, and you'd think would have scored, but Kane went with his weaker foot once again, and his arch nemesis, Dean Henderson, saves again from the England captain. They look for him again. Mackinnon goes up with him this time. Cleared to a point, however. Here's Konate. Oh, and that's ricocheted really aggressively in the box. Henderson is equal to it, and once again we come away unscathed. However, that was a chance to counter-attack, which we've fluffed. And Tottenham will come again. We are more than into the stoppage time that was given. McTominay. Rice concedes a corner, which the referee is going to allow. The 3 points are not in any danger, but a clean sheet is, and I think Henderson especially deserves one. Tottenham haven't even given chance for their defenders to get up for the corner, and that seems to have been defended well. Origi hooks it out, and that is a well-needed league win and a well-needed clean sheet.
Well, there's no doubt about the winner. Can go home happy today, Eric.
Dean Henderson just did not look like he was ever going to get beaten today. Harry Kane could have had a hat-trick, but we do come away with a big win, beating Tottenham by 2-0. Well, we were looking at the stats. We were battered. 5 shots, 5 on target for us. Tottenham had 9 shots, 8 on target. Couldn't score any of them. And that's a win that certainly helps us out in terms of the league. And we finished the episode back in the top 3. Our first win in 4 games, surprisingly. But that win keeps us within touching distance of the 2 teams ahead, as City are starting to do what they did last season, and that's just run away with it again. And any hope of a title challenge, you have to keep up with them first, and that's going to be a task in itself. And Chelsea themselves looking good, Nick, but we are the 3rd best team, the only team, it appears, in the league to have not lost yet, which is pretty good, I'm not going to lie. longer that goes on, the better it will only be for us. But yeah, second best defence in the league, joint with Southampton and Liverpool. And the only team to have not lost. So there are positives with how we've started this Premier League campaign. And hopefully in the next episode we can bounce back from the Champions League defeat to Dortmund with the next game against Celtic. 2 cup games in the next episode. We have Champions League, Premier League and League Cup. So a good mix for you next time. As we've got the team who are bottom of our group. And then we've also got the team who are bottom of the league. And I don't think you'll see many worse starts than that. 9 games, 9 defeats. They've only scored 2 goals all season. That is set up for Boro to rock up and get absolutely battered. We'll find out in the next episode though. But if you've enjoyed this one, as always, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already, leave a comment in the section below if you want. And of course, thanks for watching as always. And I will see you guys in the next one. Up the Boro.